Yo, this boy Kel Mitchell got mollywopped. I had to take it back to the 80s and bring an 80s word back. Mollywopped. And he mollywopped himself with everything he was saying. You know how the internet be like, we didn't need to know that? This is a prime example of we did not need to know none of this stuff you just came out here with. And yo, Shannon Sharp, on the one part, Shannon Sharp was, on the one part, Cal Mitchell was like, he was talking about he was doing a celibacy. He was like, yeah, me and her, we weren't having sex no more. We're doing a celibacy. Shannon Sharp had the nerve to say, he was like, you wasn't having sex no more. She obviously was having sex, Joker. Maybe you wasn't having sex, but when he said that, I thought that shit was hilarious, man. I died. Like, I almost actually crumbled, dying laughing when he said that. But man, the stuff that this boy came out here and said was stuff that we did not need to know as a collective, as a community. We just didn't need to know none of this stuff. You would have to, Jesus, Joseph, and the Pope would have to show up, would have to illuminate right in front of my eyes. And I still wouldn't tell nobody that. I'm still not, like, all the stuff he said, he's talking about his baby mama had 2, 3, 4, 5 kids on him with other dudes, and it was just like the worst South roast that I think we heard yet. Shout out to, I think that's Kyra Knows, if I'm not mistaken. Much love to you. That's the worst roast we heard somebody do on they South yet. And then after that, the baby's mom came out, I seen on Comedy Hype. She came out and said that she caught the Joker with, damn, what's his name? Nick Cannon. She said Nick Cannon was dressed up as a, what'd she say, a cheerleader, some dressed up in something. She said she walked in, you know what I'm saying, and him and Nick Cannon was in. So I'm like, dude, because when he was telling the story, like, I could sympathize with certain stuff. I'm like I always say, I might not can't tell you about a good relationship, but God damn it, I could tell you about a bad one. Trust and believe that. I might not be able to tell you all the good, right stuff about a relationship, but make no goddamn mistake, I can tell you about a goddamn bad one. I can tell you all the aspects of a bad, I can tell you the ins and outs. You can be enlightened by me with a bad relationship. So I'm sitting there kind of sympathizing with dude, even with the stuff I've been through with my own kids and baby's mom and stuff like that. So I'm sitting, but then when she came out and said what she said, I'm kind of sitting there thinking like, if that was true what she said about catching him and Nick Cannon, what will possess him to go out here and make her look bad in any type of light? But then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, for a dude to sit back and accept that much of that type of abuse from a female, you know how they be like, dudes just only be with girls. Sometimes they be going both ways or in the closet, so they have a girlfriend to try to cover it up. That would be one of them situations I would say where you was with a female for no other possible reason than to just have her there to make you look like a regular heterosexual man. Because I don't know, I haven't heard a story yet where somebody has taken that much abuse. And you got the money, Joker. You are the one with the money. You got the bag. This is just a regular chick. You are the one that got the bag. You're the prize. You're the table, as they say. And you dealing with that type of, now I heard, trust me, I didn't heard, I know all about, you know what I'm saying, a chick having good coochie, you being stuck. It's hard to get away from them, you know what I'm saying, just because of that fact alone. You might accept a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally buy a chick who doesn't have good, you know what I'm saying. And that's like another messed up thing about the world that is unfair. Like a chick with good, or even a chick that just looks better in general. Not even a chick, just people who are more attractive in general have it a lot easier. They get away with murder compared to people who don't. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like, if you want to get real deep with it, that's one of the like the questions I have for quote unquote God, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I question things like that type of thing, because how is everybody made fair? And that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? They go through all that, hit the goddamn like button if you up in there. That's a whole other story. But if you really get deep into thinking about that, some stuff don't make sense. Like, how come some people are made more attractive than others? And then, because you know as well as I know, you know what I'm saying? Especially for especially for a dude who's totally unattractive, nobody wanting nothing to do with the Joker. His life is hard. You know what I'm saying? At least with a female, even if you're unattractive, you can maneuver. You can sell some coochie. You know what I'm saying? There's always somebody out there that might. You can maneuver. But if you're an ugly dude, you got no type of motion as a dude. Your life is just bad. You know what I'm saying? The only chance you got is to pay a female for any type of attention, which is terrible. And like I said, even with females too, what is this car doing, man? Are you moving over or are you on the road? God damn it! The fuck is you doing? So that's something that makes me like question the higher power and stuff like whatever. That's a whole different thing. But Joker, Kel Mitchell is the one with the bag. You sitting there and accepting that type of abuse from somebody when you're the one that got the goddamn money. You're the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? So that whole story to me just sounds so bogus. I was really feeling sorry for him watching that Shannon Sharp thing. But then I seen his baby's mom speak, I'm like, I don't know, man, because he did say a lot of questionable things himself that would make the average person just think, what are you talking about? You did what? You did what? You allowed what to happen? And that whole thing with the kids at the end, one part he was like, yeah, and Shannon Sharp asked him about his kids. He was like, yeah, now we in visitation or we're starting to get Joker. You can't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to come. But those type of situations, you can't just tell me anything. All that money you got and been had for all those years, if you wanted them kids, Joker, you would have them kids by now. Don't sit here and act like it's all about the kids and not with me. You know what I'm saying? Not with me, because I know all about that. I'm in the deep dark crevices of shit like that. So no, if you really wanted kids that bad, when she's talking that, this is like stuff that's years and years old. If you wanted those goddamn kids by now, you could have had them. You would have been had custody or visitation and all that type of stuff. We talking 20, 30 years, they're probably grown by now. Half of them, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that I seen that, I was like, this thing is, how much more is this boy gonna say to destroy his own self? You know what I'm saying? And whatever the case is, this is a bad situation, man. But I don't know why he came out here and said all that stuff about himself. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the day we live in. You go on Shannon Sharp. It's your time now to go out there and spill the tea, as they say. It's your time to shine by any means necessary. Whether you telling somebody else's stuff, you telling your own stuff, you just looking for a viral moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. You know what I mean? So, but that's about it, man. That boy that went out there and roasted himself and hit the goddamn like button before you get up out of here. I see there's 19 people in here. At one point there was like 30 something I seen, and only one like. You know what I mean? So that don't even look right. So hit the like button before you get up out of here. And that's about it with Kel Mitchell.